4.
Yeah.
3. 2. 1. Because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a little thing that we call the
Cipher Crew.
I am your host, Marcus the Kid Warren, and with me is my man Muff. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. You know, nice summer's over. It's time for the fall, but you know, the fall is my favorite time of year. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it your favorite time of year?
Because leaves falling, looks good outside.
Yes, satellites falling and shit. Hope nobody got hit by that satellite that just fell out the sky.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. See, I ain't even keeping up with what's going on.
Yeah, NASA had a satellite just fall out of the sky. It just fell yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Really? Where else?
Actually, I don't even know. They didn't even know where it was falling, but it fell out the skizad.
Wow.
Yes, sir. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yep. But what are we talking about today, sir?
Today we want to go into a little review. We're going to be talking about evidence. From the group Dilated Peoples.
Yes.
The name of the LP is called Cats and Dogs. I thought it was a good idea to go on, and review this album because I'm a big Evidence fan. Okay. I like Dilated Peoples. They're out of the West Coast. I like it's one of the they're not really mainstream artists, but they've done some mainstream things. They've sold a few records. In fact, Evidence's last album he put out was in 2007. It was called The Weatherman. Okay, I thought that album was actually banging. Now, Cats and Dogs, to talk about this one, I'll let you go in a little bit about where you stand on it. But the lead single was called "You." It's a DJ Premier song. It's called "You." And in true DJ Premier form, it just bangs from top to bottom. I think it's the lead. I know it's the lead single from the album. I thought the song is banging, but to me, whenever you have a DJ Premier track, it's your game to lose. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is put the lyricism down, and I think it does a solid job of doing it because he does a lot of storytelling, kind of. I think it's kind of open book as far as where he goes into rhyme wise. Now I don't know if you want to shed some light on that.
Well, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. But anyway, moving forward. Evidence, like you said, he's a great storyteller, and we were talking about this before, and we've talked about other MCs that are pretty much in our age group, and they've gotten so much better with time. Evidence is just like that. And I went back and I listened to some of his other joints and stuff like that, which are very nice, like you said. But this MC, this cat right here, has gotten better with time. He's an open book. He talks about mature subject matter, and his flow, his cadence. I love this guy because he's one of those cats. And Dilated Peoples, period. Those guys are very quirky.
Yeah, they really, whether they want to admit it or not, they kind of backpack a little bit with their.
They're very backpack.
Evidence. You go even Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic. What are you talking about?
Jurassic Park. What is the group? I want to say Jurassic Park. I'm gonna get
Jurassic 5?
Jurassic 5. I said Jurassic Park. Are you freaking kidding me? At any rate, the Jurassic 5. Some of their MCs has a similar flow. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Really, it's a retro flow, to be quite honest with you, is what it is to me.
Okay.
But, having a retro flow nowadays doesn't mean that it's whack or that it's quote-unquote dated, but it fits the beats better because the beats are definitely reminiscent of 90s, early 2000 hip-hop. Some of the tracks that stood out to me is The Red, featuring Raekwon. And I've been noticing Raekwon popping up on different albums here and there. In fact, the Ninth Wonder album that we're going to be reviewing in another segment, he pops up on that album too. Raekwon's flow, which is so unique, is unique to him. Never goes out of style. When he comes on a track, he just absolutely blesses it. Also, another track that started out for me was James Hendrix. The beat on that is kind of sick. He laces that a little bit. Also, late for the Sky. I'm sorry, I have it written down. Great album, great song. Features your man Slug and your man 50 Grand A$AP Rock. So I don't know where you at on that song in particular. I thought it was banging.
Well, A$AP Rock, that guy, if you put him on a track for me, it pretty much sells the whole thing. He's just got that flow, that very metaphorical madman type of deal. He's not going to come right at you. He's going to go left a little right. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make you think when he delivers his rhymes. Yeah. Another guy, like 1 millisecond after the beat, and I love that type of flow. And
absolutely.
Evidence has the same thing. Not taking anything away from Evidence, but A$AP Rock has that flow that I definitely love. Like you were saying earlier, very like mid 90s.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about Evidence too is that Evidence plays his position. He doesn't go out. He stays right in his lane as far as his flow is concerned. Lyrically, he's tight, but he's not overwhelming lyrically. He's not going to hit you with crazy metaphors. You're not going to be like, "Oh, what did he just say?" and all that other stuff. None of that stuff. It's just pretty much, straight down the line. I'm gonna be an open book here. I'm gonna lace these beats that I'm giving. Now the beats on the album are solid. Like I said, you got the one premiere joint on there. It's solid, but it's not overwhelming me. It's listenable all the way through, but I didn't think that the album, I wasn't blown away by it, but it wasn't like it was horrible either. You know what I mean? So, do you have any last thoughts on there before I go into rating this thing?
Well, I mean, just one more thing. I think he's a little bit metaphorical. I mean, just listening to some of his lyrics. I mean, he has this one thing I love that he said that he said his mother is the opposite. I can't remember the exact line, but he said his mother was the opposite of Sarah Palin, staring back at her from Russia. His mother is Russian. If you know anything about it, his father's Italian, his mother's Russian. And it's saying that his Sarah Palin's always talking about she's looking over at Russia from Alaska, and he said, Sarah Palin's looking at Russia, and his mother's looking right back at her, talking about stop playing. My mother's the opposite of Sarah Palin, looking back at her from Russia, saying stop playing. I love that type of stuff, and this album is filled with stuff like that. Now, like I said before, I can't push on anymore. The subject matter and him growing up and the things that he's been through and what he's been doing, it really shines on.
And just an FYI, on that note about his mom passed away during the making of the Weatherman LP. That was made in 2007. I think I spit on you when I talk. We give showers here.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
But so he's an open book in that way. So he's very passionate about where he goes with his lyrics. Raka from Dilated Peoples also was on the album. Lil Fame from MOP, they're on the album too. You know what I mean? I love. We just talked about it. I love anything that MOP says. I freaking love. You know why? Because MOP, when they rhyme, it's like they arguing. What you gonna do? Yes, sir. Yo, we ciphering fools. I love it. Sounds like they're arguing on the track,
and they don't switch up their style for nothing.
No.
You know when MOP is on this on the track. Whether it's both of them, we were just saying. It's like I'm like, oh yeah, MOP was on the track. He goes, no. It was just Little Fame on the track. I'm like, you know what? You're right. But it sounds like they're both there still screaming.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to go because it can bring people in their world of arguing. On the track, you know what I mean? So it's awesome. But
anyway, we'll go ahead and rate this one.
Evidence. I thought a thumbs up for me as far as the album is concerned, but I'll give it a solid 3 stars. It's listenable. The track "You," which is produced by DJ Premier, is also the lead single on the album. Is excellent. In fact, I posted on our Facebook page. And why don't you give people where they can reach? Well, 3 stars first. I'll let you go into where you can reach us, but. Yeah, 3 stars for me on the Evidence Cats and Dogs album. 3 stars solid.
Yes, sir. I definitely agree with you. 3 thumbs up. If I had 3 thumbs, I would give it 3 thumbs up for every star that I would also give it. 3 stars. Evidence, great. And y'all can reach us at Facebook. A lot of y'all been hitting us up. Thank you again for hitting us up on Facebook. We are the Cipher Crew on Facebook. If you have not hit us up yet, hit us up. We are the Cipher Crew. That is CipherCrew on Facebook. We can also get us up on Twitter. We are Kid and Muff 44 on Twitter. That's KIDDANDMUFF 44 on Twitter. You can also hit us up on our Gmail account, which is the same thing as our Twitter account. We are kidandmuff@gmail.kizom. So, hey, cats and dogs.
Kid and Muff 44, right?
Kid and Muff 44. Did I forget the 44?
In fact, the 44, my brother.
I'm sorry. I'll repeat that. Kid and Muff 44@gmail.com. I apologize. That's our email address, @gmail.com. Anyway, like I was saying, Evidence, Cats and Dogs, excellent effort, great job. And, y'all need to check that out. And why? Because the Cipher said so, son. Peace.
Later.